This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month.
From L.J. Millender as our Heritage South Federal Credit Union Star Student of the Month. And L.J., good morning and Happy New Year to you, sir.
Thank you.
Good to have you with us today. Tell us a little bit about L.J. Millender.
Well, I'm 13. I'm the oldest of 3 siblings. I play soccer and do cross country. I go to Drew Middle School, and I do coding. I tutor, and I'm an SGA. And
you're a busy young man, L.J. Who's your family?
My mom, Bree Evans, my stepdad, Joe Evans, and then my dad, LaKendrick Marquise Millender.
You have any brothers and sisters?
I have 3. We have Josiah, Kendrick, and Jahari, my little sister.
Okay. Now, do you have any pets? No pets? No. All right. Well, what's it like being in the 8th grade?
Yes, sir.
At Charles R. Drew Middle School. You're 13 years old. How's it been so far this year?
I mean, it's been great so far. Nothing really bad has happened. Nothing bad will...
Tell me about some good stuff that's happening.
So far, I've been doing robotics a lot. It's been fun. Soccer, having a great time. Cross country, I did great. My grades have been great. School year's been great. My friends been great. Everything's been going good.
All right. Tell me about some of the classes you're taking.
I have math, and I have honors English, honors history, and then robotics. Robotics is really fun.
Tell me about that.
So robotics is simply we build, we code, we test it. It's really fun, honestly, but until, it's get frustrating sometimes, but it's honestly great to do.
Now, LJ, there may be some folks watching this morning kind of like me, that's kind of foreign, that robotics and that coding and stuff. How do you do that?
Well, majority of the time you use a program, or they would send us a kit to use it. So we'd either build it, code it, or sometimes we have to do it all the way from scratch, which means we'd have to get all the parts and attach them together, which would be difficult. But in the end, most of the results we have turn out pretty great.
L.J. Millender is our Star Student of the Month. He's a 13-year-old 8th grader from Charles R. Drew Middle School. And he is really involved in a lot of honor classes. Honors history and honor English. What exactly does that mean, being an honor student there?
It's an advanced class. So when we do advanced classes, we are slightly ahead of everyone, learning subjects that would benefit us in the next grade. So some classes might be on ancient Mesopotamia while we're on ancient Greece.
You talked about cross country. Explain how cross country works as a sport.
So usually it's a 5K race against a bunch of schools. So most of the time it's a race, but it's not really a race. It's mostly a team race. You are trying to get the best time for yourself and for your team to gain points to win the meet against other schools.
So how many team members would there be in that race?
Well, it depends. It'll be a boys and girls race. It just depends how many kids you have in general. Mm-hmm. So if there's a varsity race, you get all your people, it's called varsity, but anyone can really race.
Yeah.
JV, most of the time you just get all your best runners there. It's all you want to do is really try to win and get your best runners on top.
How'd you get started in soccer?
I remember back, I think I was really young. My parents had signed me up for it. I thought it was going to be boring. But now I'm here and I really enjoy the sport. I love watching, I love playing it. It's
you
great.
Run a lot, don't you?
Yes, sir. A mile a day almost.
Absolutely. Absolutely. L.J. Millender is our Star Student of the Month. Who's some of your teachers in school?
We have Miss Sweat, Miss Chapman, Miss Dunstan, Mr. Wallace. We have Mr. Howell, Miss Studdard, Miss Hendricks. They're all great teachers. I can't really have a favorite, but they're all really great.
Yeah. Now, you like sports, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Who's some of your favorite teams?
I love, for soccer, I love Atlanta United, PSG.
You ever go get to see them play?
Well, PSG, I won't be able to see them play because they're all the way in Paris, France. But
That's the other side of Chillersburg or somewhere in it.
then we have Atlanta United, which is in Atlanta. So I might be able to watch one of those games eventually. But for other sports, I love Alabama. Sadly, they got beat by Georgia this year. I love the Saints and the Titans. They're great teams as well.
They are. The Titans are really, really good this year too. Who's some of your friends at school?
I have a group of friends. There's Tyler, Cam, Preston, Xander, Will. Me and Will, we most of the time play soccer together. Tellis and Corbin, we're all like great friends. We're all in honors. It's great to, all have your friends in one class.
Yeah. You seem like a young man who is clear-minded and you know the direction that you want to go in life and you know the obstacles that are there that would try to keep you from getting to where you want to go. How do you keep that focus of that vision in the forefront of your mind of what you want to accomplish?
Well, it's all about an end goal. You get yourself a set of goals for a certain point. So for my goals for the end of the year, I want it to be number one in soccer, cross country, and school. So it's a step by step to get there. Mm-hmm. Like right now, as I'm here, I want to be the best in the year. Start student of the month is pretty much a really big deal. Mm-hmm. So to get there, I have to keep my focus on one thing. As one of my coaches said, Coach Duff, if you keep your eye on the goal, you won't leave it.
Good point. You kind of got your mind made up as to where and what you would like to do after graduate from high school.
Yeah, I would love to go to the University of West Point or Army. See, they have a great history program, great soccer team, great cross-country team. And I'd love to go there. It seems nice.
So your dream would be 6 years from now or so. What would you like to be in life?
I want to be there's multiple things I would like to be, like either be a history professor after graduating West Point or join the military.
Mm-hmm. Why the military?
Well, the military, to serve your country would be one of the best things you can do. But yet, most of the time, I do robotics and coding, and hopefully I can do that throughout high school so I can build for the military itself.
Who's some of your heroes in life?
My mom, my dad, especially my coach, Coach Duff. Most of my heroes are people I see every day.
Yeah.
Like, my two of my teammates on the varsity team, Jalil and Jalen, those two guys are like the most A-tier players. I know they got the best attitude, best mood, and they know what to do, and they motivate us all the time.
What causes you to smile?
What's the point of being sad when you have all these good things around you?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, his name is L.J. Millinder. He's 13 years old. He is an 8th grader at Charles R. Drew Middle School. And just from what I can see and listen to, if we could clone him about 1,000 times, we would be a whole lot better served. He seems to have his mindset in the right direction of how he wants his life to go and what he'd like to do in life. And LJ, all of us have bad days from time to time. Who is it that you bounce stuff off of when you're struggling a little bit, maybe?
Well, when you're struggling, there's no one but to blame majority of the time but yourself. So you most of the time have to get yourself to pick up the pace and get ready to do it again.
Wow, that's pretty good. I need to remember that. Let me write that note down. LJ Millinder is our star student of the month. Favorite food, LJ?
My parents say I have expensive taste, but I love eating steak, stuff like that. It is pretty expensive. I've seen the bill, trust me, but it tastes great.
Yeah. What about vacation spots? You like to go vacation?
I love to go on vacation. I love going to the beach, but I do not like the ocean at all. I just like most of the time hanging out with my family. It's great.
You play these electronic games and stuff. Do you do that?
Yes, sir, I do. But majority of the time, I'm mostly outside, running miles. I have to run a lot of miles majority of the time to stay fit and active for the sports I play. So, You know, I still have time to play with my friends all the time, but
Yeah. Tell me a couple of organizations you're involved in at your school.
I'm in SGA. It's the Student Government Association. Pretty much, we set things up for the school, such as dances, programs, stuff like that. And then I also do tutoring, which is I get like 3-4 kids every morning on a Tuesday or Thursday, and I pretty much I teach them math majority of the time. Also, I used to be in 4-H, which was a like agriculture type thing, but I really stopped doing that because I started doing, you know, robotics and SGA.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. Hey, right here, he's L.J. Millinder. He's the 13-year-old 8th grader at Charles R. Drew Middle School. L.J. is our star student of the month.